This video reviews the LOCAP St. James facility local operating procedures for removing a scraper from the receiver. A scraper can be referred to as a pig, and portions of the receiver may also be referenced as a pig trap. Reference the local operating procedures from the company network, as this video does not replace the procedure. Verify the availability of the assets required to complete the task. Ensure the crane, winches, and rigging are functional. Create a JSCA and review. Lock and tag valves in the closed position that are specified in the local procedures in order to isolate the pig trap. When draining the pig receiver at LOCAP St. James, the product will be transferred to the local sump. Ensure the sump is at its lowest level before draining the pig receiver. Open the pig receiver drain valve to sump. Allow to drain for 3 to 5 minutes. Position valve opening to regulate flow. Open the pig receiver vent to continue the draining process. Ensure the lockout is complete with proper tags, devices, and documentation. Monitor levels and regulate flow into the sump so that the pump can maintain adequate levels for operational needs. It typically takes 1.5 hours to drain the pig receiver. Once the receiver has been drained, fully open the drain valve to sump. Ensure tag on drain valve is in position. Verify the trap is empty by gauging the receiver at the open vent valve. This process will confirm that the receiver is empty. After verifying the receiver is empty, open the vent and remove the safety bolt. The next step is to open the trap door. Use extreme caution, ensuring all personnel are clear of the door. Be aware of vapors, oil, and sludge that could seep from the door opening. Be mindful of wind direction, and verify vapors are not creating a hazard at worksite or downwind. Turn on power supply to the hydraulic controls that will operate the hoist and trap door closure device. Operate the lever to retract the door closure device. Standing clear of the trap door, ensure the closure device retracts properly and that there are no obstructions or leaking hydraulic components. Fasten rigging from the winch to the pig tray. Operate the hoist and spool excess cable to the winch. Continue retracting the cable until the pig tray is removed from the trap. Fasten the sling to the pig and then to the hoist. Prepare to lift the pig from the tray. Lift the pig using the hoist. Position the pig over the skid so that residuals can be washed to the closed drain system. Clean the groove in the door where the new seal will be installed. Remove residuals to provide a clean surface for the new O-ring. Lift the tray a few inches using the hoist to slip the O-ring past the tray wheels. Install the new O-ring into the groove on the door. A few extra hands may be required to insert the O-ring. Apply an approved O-ring lubricant, such as EP2 grease, to the seal. Before reinserting the tray back into the trap, ensure brass guides located at the bottom of the trap are aligned to the tray. In order to set up the hoist to retract the tray back into the receiver, extend the cable from the winch to the rigging point under the receiver. Fasten the snatch block to the bottom of the trap's approved rigging point. Pass the cable around the sheave and connect to the bottom of the tray's rigging point. Relocate the hydraulic controls for the hoist and door closure. Operate the hoist control lever to begin retracting the tray back into the trap. Additional personnel shall be designated to signal the hoist operator. Personnel observing the retracting tray and door assembly must provide communication to the hoist operator. Once tray is retracted and door is seated, operate the hydraulic control to retract the door closure assembly. Personnel observing the closure must ensure the alignment pins and red marks are aligned. Once door is closed, replace the Parker seal on the locking pin. Install the locking pin and secure the vent. Hand tighten pin, then tighten with wrench until snug. Close vent valve first, then drain valve at receiver, and remove lockout tags. Document status to green card. Remove lockout on FV500, FV502, and leave the valves in the closed position. At this point, the green card indicating lockout status should be clear. The pig receiver is ready to be filled. Communicate intentions to control center. Then slowly open valve between 1 to 2 inches, or until product flow is heard going into the trap. Once the receiver gains pressure, indicated from the pressure gauge, begin venting through the closed vent system located at the top of the trap. Close the vent valve once you hear or feel a temperature change from product flow through the closed vent system. Communicate to control center and close FV500 to isolate the pig receiver. Reopen the vent valve and depressurize the pig receiver to 0 psi. Once pig receiver is secure, clean residuals from the pig. Place skid deflectors to assist with capturing any residuals to the drain system. Use an approved cleaning compound to assist with cleaning the pig. Wash all residuals from the pig down to the drain system. Leave flow valves 500 and 502 in the local, close position. The pig trap receiver will stay in this position until the trap is to be aligned for the arrival of the next pig. Monitor the pig trap for pressure increases due to thermal expansion. Vent the receiver as needed to maintain minimal to 0 pressure. Clean the area by washing any liquid residuals to the closed drain system and dispose of oily solids or trash to the designated containers.